Okay, hello everyone. So this is the solution video for the April 10th worksheet. And the first question deals with naming alkenes, particularly using the E and Z nomenclature system. So if we look at this one here, right, we have an alkene in the middle of the molecule. We're going to need to number from this end over here because the alkene would be number 3 and this group would also get 3. If we numbered the other way, it would be substantially different. Now we also need to look at our E and Z. So remember there's an H here. So on this end it's carbon and H, so this is our B group, this is our A group, and again we're dividing down the middle. Here it's a larger and a smaller, so this carbon has 3 H's, this has 2 H's and a methyl, so this is B and this is A. So our two A groups are on the same side, so this is going to be Z, 3-methyl, 3-hexene. Okay, again, the two A groups are on the same side, so it's Z. Down here we have a ring. In this case, remember, rings we don't use E and Z because at least for smaller rings, they're by definition Z. So this is simply going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 1 isopropyl cyclohexene. And remember, isopropyl, that's one of those groups you need to know from several chapters ago. Up here, again, if we look at the two halves, fluorine's A, this is B, bromine is A, this is B. Again, that's based on atomic number, right? You look at each half separately. So this one is going to be E. And again, remember, this time we're going to have to number this way so that the alkene gets number 2. So this, and the prefixes go alphabetical, so E, 3-bromo, 2-fluoro, 2-pentene. Okay, and again we got a number from this end so that the alkene gets number 2 because this suffix is the thing that needs the lowest number. And then down here we're at the end of a molecule. There are 2 H's on this end, so again E and Z do not apply. So this one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So again, alphabetical, so this is going to be 3-chloro, 6-ethyl, that's a 2-carbon group, 1-octene. And the oct for 8 and then ene for alkene. Okay, so there's the names of those 4. Okay, and then E and Z apply to the top 2 rings. You don't use it for in the end of the molecule, the groups are the same. So for the second question, it was about stability. And again, that was in the intro video, so it's a matter of looking at how many groups are bonded to each alkene and then deciding which one's going to be more stable. So for that, let's see, we have cyclobutene and cyclohexene. And this is over here. So again, remember, alkenes, those 2 carbons are sp2, trigonal plane, flat. So their bond angle should be 120 degrees. So this one is much closer to the ideal bond angle. 90 degrees, remember, is very strained, so that one's going to be considerably higher in energy. Then the next one, we had trans-2-butene, or this 2-methylpropene. Again, those are both di-substituted, but the one where the 2 groups are on the same carbon is more stable. Okay, then the next one is going to be 1-hexene, 1-pentene, sorry. Or Z-2-pentene. So again, di-substituted versus mono-substituted, so this one's going to be more stable. Then we have one with 6 carbons here, or there's another one, I believe, with 6 carbons as well. Okay, this is mono, that's a tert-butyl group, but there's only 1 carbon group bonded to our alkene, and this one has 4. Tetra-substituted is the most stable, so it's this one. And then finally, right, we have, again, 1 too many carbons, sorry, that sort of a molecule there, or this one here. This is E, That's Z, so they're both di-substituted, but between E and Z, E is the more stable. Okay, so there are the answers to all of those. So one about stability and the other about naming. So for the next several classes, and I think it's another 5 class periods maybe, we're now going to be looking at using alkenes as starting materials for reactions. And there are lots and lots and lots of different kinds of reactions alkenes do. So again, this was the sort of foundation, the basics of alkenes. Now we're going to use them for reactions for quite a number of class periods coming up.